On a cold night in the heart of Tokyo, Mr. Takashi was sitting in his favorite cafe overlooking a street full of neon lights and passers-by, sipping a cup of green tea, contemplating his scattered thoughts. Takashi was known as one of the most brilliant video game creators in Japan, having created many games that captured the hearts of gamers around the world. Despite his professional success, his psychological challenges were slowly creeping into his life without anyone noticing, even his closest friends. Elsewhere in the city, Miyu was wandering the corridors of the amusement park she founded herself. Her eyes were sparkling as she watched the children running and laughing around the amusement rides she had created with her vast imagination. Miyu is not only the owner of amazing ideas for designing amusement places, but she was also a close friend of Takashi's for years. She always believed that everything in life could be turned into an experience full of fun and happiness, even difficult challenges. During one of their meetings at a quiet cafe near the Sumida River, Miyu brought up an important topic that has begun to weigh heavily on everyone working in the entertainment industry. Looking into her coffee cup, she said, "The economic challenges have become very pressing. Production costs are skyrocketing, and it's becoming harder to attract people to new games or traditional entertainment venues." Takashi nodded in agreement. "I know," he replied. "Every time I try to create something new, things get complicated. But maybe if we pool our energies, we can come up with a different project." Miyu raised her eyebrows excitedly. "What do you propose?" she asked. He looked at her with radiant eyes. "Imagine if we could combine interactive video games with your real-life entertainment world. We could create a theme park based on virtual reality technology. Visitors would experience limitless adventures in worlds we create, blending reality with fantasy." Miyu smiled as she put her cup aside. "That's a great idea, Takashi. We can turn it into a huge project, but we have to make sure we plan it well to make it work." And so the idea was born. They decided to start the Digital Adventureland project, a theme park that relies on merging reality and fantasy through advanced video game technology. There will be virtual areas that visitors can enter through augmented reality glasses and interact with the digital world as if it were part of reality. But while the project was progressing steadily, there were bigger things brewing in Takashi's mind. Behind that calm smile and endless creativity, he was fighting internal battles with depression and anxiety. He tried to hide those feelings from Miyu, believing that work would provide him with the escape he needed. One day, they met in the small office they were using as their project headquarters. Takashi looked a bit uncharacteristically nervous, and Miyu couldn't ignore it. "Are you okay, Takashi? You look tired." He hesitated for a moment before answering, trying to avoid looking her in the eye. "Yes, just some stress." "Don't worry." But Miyu wasn't one to ignore the signs. As the days passed, she noticed a deterioration in his performance and interest in the project. At one crucial meeting, during a presentation to investors, Takashi got flustered and failed to articulate the vision as Miyu expected. After the presentation, they sat alone in heavy silence.